Hello, I'm Czardus, and let's play Transport Fever 2. Welcome back to my Longdale series. This will be episode 4 in the series, and we have just started seeing this Darwen passenger line, or the Darwen Pass line through the Darwen Pass, start to be operational. So we don't have any passengers on there yet, but we do, maybe we will in a little bit. Oh, we've just got that. And then we have up here, yeah, nobody down there yet. But hopefully our Darwen coach line will do fine and other stuff. But in the meantime, I want to get a passing siding on here so that we can get another train running on the river line here. So we're going to come along like this. Get a passing siding. Nothing fancy. We'll get one there. And then we'll get another one out here. Just a little before the station. And eventually we'll get a double track in there. Because that one, we're going to want to extend this line out as well. Ah, 2 new vehicles. Excellent. That would have been helpful like 5 minutes ago. But that's okay. We'll come in here. We want a signal. Going to get that here and there. Then we'll come over here and get one here and there. So then the station can act as another siding. And then we'll get one, should get one on the other side of the bridge here. Bring that along there, come to there, and then in. Put a signal there and there. And get one more leading into the station here. Like I said, we will get that to be double track at some point. But for now, we're trying to keep things as cheap as possible. Get that there and there. Hopefully that's long enough. But now we should be able to come in and I wonder if we come through here, Crow River line, that doesn't work. Let's go this way, Crow River line. Manage vehicles. How much does it cost to clone this one vehicle? Not enough money. It doesn't say. Let's see how much it says in this direction. If I do manage vehicle. Okay, value is 361. So is that how I do this in here? No, edit, okay. So it would cost 953,000. But we're going to double the value of that Crow River line. So we're going to do it. Borrow more money, and now we're maxed out on our loan, which always makes me nervous, but it is what it is, and we're going to come in here, manage vehicle, clone selected vehicle. Alright, so now we have 2 trains on that Crow River line, which will be good because we do have people waiting on that. We don't have anybody waiting to go out up here on the Darwen Pass. How slow do we get, by the way? 14, 13. As we climb into the station here, we get down to 13 and we're empty. I'm worried to see how the freight does once we get the freight running on here. But it is what it is. And we have some passengers. We have one waiting to go on that line. in the meantime, our Darwen Pass line, yeah, losing money. Darwen Coach is losing money. Fareham Longdale is doing fine. Our Tetbury Fuel line is doing quite well too. So that is good. So how slow did we get? 14. And then it comes in over here. And then eventually it can go around that way and up even higher and get out to Barnstable. So that will be interesting to see that go. Train 1 is going. Let's go ahead and speed this up because I think we're profitable now. Here's train 4. You're going in the same direction. Also, I can see now that we have the wrong stations here, or wrong things here. We want Terminal 3 for that, and Terminal 2 for that one. Yep, move around. Go in your other directions. Very good. So now they're going to pass here in the siding and hopefully not have to stop. They didn't. They slowed down, but they didn't have to stop. But I'm hoping, see, train 1, 282,000. I'm hoping that train 4 can get that too. Yeah, I mean, we've got a ton of people trying to use this. So at the very least, I mean, we might be able to get a whole nother train on here. Do we have any people on this one yet? Train 3, yep, 5 people. So that'll be good. And in the meantime, I mean, we've got plenty of people here heading to Longdale. This one comes in, made a little bit of money, and it has some more. Okay, so that one should grow. And in the meantime, that is doing well. Now, we can't borrow any more money, so we're kind of stuck just waiting it out at this point and hoping that we don't need to replace any vehicles anytime soon. But we will see about that too. Train 4, you have a full load here. Come in and drop off more. And then you're not going to have very many. 14. Okay, yeah, 14. We can do 14. But Longdale. Everybody wants to go to Longdale. Not quite sure why. How is Longdale bigger? 238. Oh, yeah. It's quite a bit bigger. So that explains part of that. And that one's fuel too. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty critical that we get this freight line going. And it'll come up here, go to Barnstable, and then come over this way. And I think that'll work. It's going to be a bit of a haul, but then we can come down here. And I guess we can get a bridge over this way too. And we'll have to figure out where to put the freight, because this is already filling out over here. And I don't think we have the terrain. Yeah, we'd have to do a climb to get over here. I really like this river line going along here. I think it looks pretty good. Now, how many do you have? You have a full load coming back, so that is good. Yeah, I think we can get a third train on that line and still be in pretty good shape. Because they're like almost always full on the way over this way. And this one, Longdale, everybody wants to go from Longdale to Crowborough. Partly because there isn't a road, apparently. Which is kind of silly. You would think there would easily be a road, considering there's a bridge here. But we're not going to provide that for them because, well, we don't have to. How about this train? Train 3, you have a full load now. So that should make you more profitable. And you're going to have a pretty close to full load going in the other direction. So that will all be good. But once we have enough money, I'm going to buy another train. 168, excellent. Excellent, so that is good. We'll get another train on the river line. Yeah, that's full. That's full. And there's still plenty there and there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get another train on that line. And then that might match that one out for now. But I really like this coming up this way. I love terrain and dealing with terrain, so I'm glad that I went with the fully hilly map, because then we have more curves and challenges in terms of getting things up, and this looks pretty cool. I do think eventually, like, we've got that little hill here, where I think it's here, we go up and then down and then up again. But overall, that will be fine. Darwen is a really big town. I'm surprised we're not seeing too many more. We're not seeing a ton of traffic on, like, the coach line and stuff like that, but yeah, and temperate fuel, that one is a little bit disappointing. I think that needs to be revised, and I think what we're going to need to do is come over here. Oh no, that is empty. Yeah, I mean, we're not producing enough. We're gonna need to redo this with trucks. But let's get that line. We can get our third train on here now. Let's come over here, and we want to clone train 1. Not enough money. Oh, we lost a little bit there. Okay, we need a train to come in. And then that is going to make that river line really, really profitable. And that will make me feel quite a bit better. Oh, come on, we're going in the wrong direction here. Hurry up, trains. 926, 930. 850. There we go. We got it. Okay, but so, I mean, 1863, we made a good profit there. And the other ones, it was really, well, I don't know. We're kind of just barely making a profit, I think. But that will improve, because this Crow River line is doing much better. The Darwen Pass line is doing pretty good. And temperate fuel, let's go work on that now. So I want to get trucks. We're going to come in here with a building. We want a truck station. 85,000. That is expensive, but we're going to load that up there. Although I kind of feel like maybe we should just have... Although trains are so expensive, we're going to have trucks doing it. And then, so we'll have trucks doing all these different parts, and then we'll have the train only doing the fuel. And that will be the plan. But for now, can deliver that fuel, or that oil. Once we get enough money here, we can get this in here. And it is going to go here. Right, like that. Just need 85,000. We need a couple trains to arrive. Make their deliveries. There we go. Get that there. Get get a road depot. Actually, we'll get this in town because we're going to have trucks going in several spots here. We'll get that right there. Then hopefully that was a truck station, yeah. So that is going to come out this way. Get this here. 100,000 to do this one. Come on. We are on the highest speed, so it's just a matter of time here. Ah, we lost it. Ah, so close. There we go. Okay, and then I kind of want to get a road like that. Oh, wow, that's very expensive. Is there like a hill there? Yeah, we're going to just use the road that we have. Okay, so now we're going to do a new line that goes from here to here. We're going to full load oil, crude oil, and then we're going to unload at the next one. So this is Tetbury crude. Okay, and then we can come in here and we're going to buy vehicles, cargo vehicles. Buy 10 of those. And get those on the Tetbury crude line. Now we're going to come in here to our lines. And we're going to take those out. So now you're trying to go Tetbury West, Tetbury Exchange. And actually, let's just get you. We'll go ahead and do that. Just Tetbury Exchange to Gillingham. Because all we need now is a truck station over here for 75,000 approximately. Right here. And then we'll be able to get that part of the line set up. Almost there. There we go. So then we want a line from here to here. And that is going to be Tetbury oil. And we'll get some vehicles on that line. Start with 5. Get them going down there. And that should keep this all operational. So then we have, okay, let's review. We have the crude being delivered over here. Then we have the oil being delivered down here. And then we have the fuel being delivered by train over to here for now. And eventually that train is going to go elsewhere. But that should work. Now in here, let's make sure these are on different terminals. Yep. And that should be fine. Because now these are full. And we have 10 of them. Now I wish... Can we... yeah, there is a... What would the road look like? If we went like that, 90... yeah, that's expensive. Let's bring it this way. And around like that. 200,000, and that will be a much faster route. Yep. Instead of going through town, now they can just go right back and forth. And then this one, I'm fine with that route being the way it is. So now we should see much more. We're not seeing production. There we go, transport. There we are producing. We are starting to see shipments. That is much better. So they're going to come down here. And in a little bit, we're going to see a little bit more production here. We're going to pause for a minute. Come in here. You are going to full load. And you can wait. In fact, you can wait quite a while, because that will make you more efficient. But I don't know that he'll be ready this time. But in the meantime, now we've got more oil ready to go. So that is good. And that, I think, is going to improve that quite a bit. So I think that is where we're going to leave it today. We are improving. And the river line isn't quite doing quite as well as I hoped it would, but it'll get there. And the Darwen Pass is doing quite well too. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, well, that is too bad. We are making progress. I'm happy about that. Anyway, I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.